Hello everyone. We are going to learn how we can summarize data using PivotTable and PivotChart. At first, on your Excel file, to create PivotTable and PivotChart, go to Insert, PivotTable. And then in the PivotTable, we can choose to create the table or chart in the existing working sheet or in a new worksheet. So you need to select the range of your data first, and then select the existing worksheet so that you can create the pivot table here. Let's try summarizing them. The number of species in the data set you need to drag, and then you need to drop on the drop down field. So you can see I added it into the values, and then we created the species, and then we counted how many species are there in each category. Now we are changing the header to make them more accurate. So you can see I'm changing the header, number of species. And now we have a table where we have a species and then number of species. Again, go to Insert, then Pivot. Try summarizing the species by DBH and height in a new sheet. So you can say I selected the new sheet, and then you need to select the table again, the entire table. Let's summarize species by DBH and height in a new sheet, and then I need to select those variables. So you can say I'm dragging and dropping the species variable, and then the DBH is in going to the values because this is where I'm interested in. Also the height, but then again it shows the sum of DBH. That's not I'm interested. So I need to change the statistic. So you can see we go to value field settings and then select the average. Doing the same to select the appropriate variable in the value field settings. You can select the average, or you can select sum, count, which one you are interested in. So we are interested in average. So you can see now we have a table where we have the average of DBH and height by species. And then you can see in the value field settings we can also show the grand total or what you are interested as a summary. So we selected the parent percentage, so you can see we have the grand total. And now we are changing the heading, species, so in the other table, the actual table we have, we can also create pivot table, pivot chart at the same time. So you need to go to Insert again and then select Pivot Chart and Pivot Table. Insert, and then you can see we have the option underneath Pivot Chart, the Pivot Chart and Pivot Table together. You can select that. Now you have to select the table. In a new worksheet we are going to create the pivot chart and pivot table. We selected the table, and then on a new worksheet you are going to create the table and chart together. So we are interested in creating frequency distribution of DBH, one variable only. So under rows we add the DBH. Now you can see it creates the list of DBH, the unique values. Since we are using one variable only, we added in the value fields we added DBH again, but we need to change the value field settings since we are interested in how many in each interval. So we say count of DBH, but we need to change it to intervals. Now you can see unique values are there. So change the interval, you need to right click, and then in any cell you can right click. Now you can see it says the grouping option. So in the grouping option, you can say from where you want to start and where you want to end. So you might want to start the distribution, start at 5, end at 25 using intervals 5. Say okay. Now you see we have the intervals of the DBH values, and we are giving it a header, the name of the column, to make it easier. And then you can just add the appropriate access levels. Also giving it a title. Just click on the title so you can add this distribution of DBH we have in here. To make them look nicer, you can just select and then go to design. You can select the design you feel comfortable, and that's it. Thank you.